Okay, welcome to AdoramaXP. And of course, now my internet's going to go crazy. Sorry about that little hiccup there. We got a low streams cross. We are going to be playing. Oh, I'm going to try to turn off the volume here. Good. We're going to be playing or continuing our campaign in Dungeons and Dragons. This is the 1981 or 81 module Palace of the Silver Princess. This is the orange version. Very controversial. Also, there's my hair clip. This version of the module is written, and they made a bunch of copies of it, got ready to distribute it, and somebody, there's all kinds of different rumors as to why, but somebody in the higher ups at TSR, who was the creators of Dungeons and Dragons, decided they did not like this module and immediately pulled it down. So it was rewritten and became very successful in the what they call the green version, which I have here. Same kind of cover, but green. And we could run the green version, but we're rebels here. We like to go for it. So this is the orange version. You can, if you Google orange version Palace of Princess, you'll get all the details, all the funky details of all the things that are going on. But basically, this is free. You can download it online if you want to mess around with it and follow along. Just Google it, and we'll go from there. So we have a group of adventurers, 4 of them at that. They have been traveling to reach this ruin of a castle that was the home, maybe 1,000 years ago, of the Silver Princess. There's rumored to be all kinds of treasure here, including a huge ruby called the Princess Heart. So far, they haven't found any huge rubies, but they did find a pretty cool cloak and some various undead creatures to fight. And yeah, we'll get right to it. We're playing, oh, by the way, I should say this. We're playing the original version of Dungeons and Dragons from 1974. It's not quite as old as Seth, but pretty old. So, at that, let's get to it. Let's see, I should have the players here somewhere. If I press this right button here, boom, there we go. All right, so I've got my 4 players here. You guys, if you remember from last time, it was about a month ago, you came up on the palace. You have, well, what's left of it, it's ruins now. You had worked out a way to, I'll probably close my window. You worked out a way to kind of hold open this rusted portcullis that was blocking the way, and then found some more portcullis. Apparently they were popular. They were on sale when they made this castle, so they've got a lot of them here. But you made your way through, circumvented some secret doors, got your arm stuck in a room with some skeletons, and finally ended up in a room with a talking bearskin rug. Right? I think that's where we left. Is that basically a summary of what happened last time? I think so. So we'll go through. You guys can introduce the characters you're playing, and if there's anything that you want to add to my probably very not clear but very concise description of what happened last time. And we'll start with Crystal. Crystal, tell us about your character.
I play a Wasi. She is a cleric, a village priest now of I remember my god's name. I swear I do.
Hester.
Hester, yes. The god of sheep herders, and she's excited to delve back into this dungeon now that she is clean and all the oil that she had gotten on her last time has been washed away.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you took a bath in the oil room. Speaking of oily, Raj, tell us about your character.
Speaking of oily, what? Okay, so I play the character Carl with 3 R's, who's a warrior. And as we last left him, we had discovered a room with indeed a talking bearskin rug, which Carl thought was probably one of the coolest things ever. So much so he had a little conversation with the bear, and he promised to take the bear, out of this musty, dank place that he's at. And then, so he picked him up and he puts the blanket on as they're attacked. And he puts the blanket on his head, so the bear head is now up here like this, and he tells the bear to growl at them, and he tries to make himself all big and scary, and as he attacks them, he tells him, he says, "Okay, get him, bear," which he accidentally discovered apparently is the magic word that turns him into an actual bear. And Carl became a bear. And so now Carl and the rug are going to be best friends. So yes, Carl is now walking around with this awesome bearskin rug draped over him like a cape with a big bear head on top of it. And he's ready to, now he thinks he's pretty much invincible at this point, as you know, anyone wearing a bear skin rug should probably feel about themselves.
That is true. It's all the fashion, all the rage.
I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Right. So speaking about fashionable characters, Nikki, tell us about your character. My segues are getting better each time.
Fashionable. Oh, well, I don't know about that, but she is an elf, a magic user elf named Valera. And she is fascinated by everything in this place. She is here because she heard about a wizard perhaps blowing something up at some point, and she's wondering what kind of powerful object she can discover in this place. And so far, they've discovered the bearskin, which was very powerful, and a room that seems to make things disappear, or anyway, when we threw a rock in there and then we closed the door, opened the door back up, and it wasn't there anymore. So very powerful place. So that's what she is here for. And after the battle with the orcs, she's just ready to see what else they can find. And that is Valera.
Excellent. And rounding out the group, we've got Dave. Tell us about your character.
I'm playing Johannes, and he is a warrior with a mace and polearm, and recently fell into a little bit of a pit trap with the oil, which was not fun, but his team helped him escape that, and then that was when they, of course, ran into the bear skin rug. But he is certain that there is a treasure here more valuable than the heart, the ruby.
Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, so we are, you guys are currently in the kind of this area. You had come out of the room with the rug and moved to the west. I know my directions. To an area with 4 arches, or 3 arches, I should say, through a 3-way corridor, kind of a T section, with one passageway heading to the south, which is where an orc fled to, right, or came from, I should say, that you had seen earlier. The passage continues to the west. You do notice that to the south that there is a door on the western wall and a door on the southern wall. I think that's where we left you. That being said, if you want to go back to where you originally came from, there was also a passage to the east that you had not explored. So you've got a little bit of exploration here that you could do here.
Well, where do you think we should go?
Well, I say that we follow that orc. I mean, as a village priest of Hastur, it is my responsibility to eliminate evil at any cost. And it would be a nice story to be able to tell Catherine Damus when we finally find him as well.
Yes.
Yes. I also believe that there will be great rewards where this orc comes from.
And also probably maybe more orcs that might be
Certainly.
a bit deadly. But we do have Carl and his bear. So
Carl, are you and the bear able to communicate when you are turned into a bear, or is it just you at that point?
You know, I don't really know. I was just kind of caught up in the moment of being a bear. I didn't even try to talk to the rug. And I look up at the rug and I say, when you turned me into a bear, Can we still talk to each other, or do we become as one?
Oh, I don't know. I was so caught up in being a human that a human bear, a bear human, barely human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time we do this, we
Okay.
got to test that out.
All right. Are you going to pay attention, or should I?
I think we should probably both pay attention.
Okay. And who's going to attack the orcs?
Well, common sense says you're probably better at being a bear than I am, since you actually were an actual bear at one point.
I was a bear at one point.
Yeah,
That's
so
right. How'd you know that?
It's an educated guess,
Smart.
but I'll let you attack the bear. Just don't attack them, and I'll shout instructions to you.
Okay. Sure. That I like that.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Speaking of
reach up and I-
instructions,
Pat the bear on his head.
okay. Somebody in the chat roll me a D6. So exclamation point D6, so we can see if while this conversation's happening, if any other dissonance of the world come and visit. Oh no, you guys are terrible at rolling wandering monsters. Man. The players definitely like you. You guys are terrible. Okay, let's get some ones in here. Okay, so yeah, you stand there. You don't hear anything coming. And again, you look down to the south, and you can see that there's a door on the western wall. It's kind of a door like you've seen here, a wooden door. And you can see then, of course, it travels. That's about 20 foot back down, and then another 20 foot down. There's a door on the southern wall, which basically ends that corridor. So did you want to go, which door do you want to explore? I guess to the west or to the south?
I ask the bear. I say, bear, I know you were probably brought down here as just as a rug, which is certainly a travesty, but do you happen to know your way around this place?
Oh, can he smell where the orc went?
Can you smell where the orc went?
Yes and no. Or no and yes. You see...
Let me guess. You have to be a bear in order to smell it.
No. I haven't walked around much, as you might imagine. So I'm not sure. I do, in fact, smell something very good and beneficial in the door to the west. It smells, really good. To the south, it's kind of stinky, like socks, like dirty socks.
That's probably where the orcs are. Also an educated guess. But you say to the west it smells good. I mean, does it smell like food?
Yes. Food. I mean, you not necessarily food that you would eat, but I don't know you very well. You might eat it. But I've been laying around on this floor for a couple thousand years, and I've lost a lot of weight. And I could probably use a little snack.
Do you need to eat?
Do you need to eat?
Can you eat as a rug?
I was only a rug because I was laying on the ground and people just trod upon me.
Oh, so
Now I'm a
that's how
cloak.
that happens.
Okay, my point being is, do we need to change into a bear in order for you to eat? Or
I don't know.
just like, you don't know? Okay, well.
Nobody has really been feeding me as I've been a rug.
Well, what kind of food does it smell like? Like honey? bears like honey, right? That's what I've heard. And
It smells like meat.
oh, okay.
Right. Bears are omnivores. We eat all kinds of
Yes.
things.
I
Salads, chicken pot pie, leg of lamb, honey.
I'm not
Fish.
sure that. What's that word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. You know
Bear
what's
seems to be smarter than Carl.
Wow.
where it just escapes me. Yeah, wow, I really can't think of the word. The bear's just smarter than Carl's player. That's the problem.
What are you trying to say?
You
What
know,
do you-
like when someone's trying to say something, but they're just not really saying exactly like you're like, oh, that's really
Anonymous?
no,
Big?
like you're vague. Yes, vague. It's like I'm not
I
sure.
don't know why I know that word.
I'm not sure. Yeah, really. I'm not sure. I like how vague your answers are, Bear. But I will get you something to eat. That's
Well,
okay.
shall we? What do you guys think? The way the bear says smells good, which is probably some sort of butcher place, or the dirty socks area, which could very well be orcs.
I think we could stop by with the food and maybe quickly look around and then head to where we believe the orcs might be.
As long as we
Okay.
get to the orcs, that'll be fine.
Yes.
Bears don't eat orcs, do they? Hmm.
Oh. Not really.
I'm gonna take that as a big no.
No.
Yeah, so probably not the tasty thing that is smelly.
That's good to know too, Bear. At least you have some taste.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, as we're walking down here to the west, I meant to ask you, since you've been down here so long and people come traipsing in and out and by and have the disrespectful gall to step on you like you're some kind of decoration, and clearly not the glorious cloak that you are.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't happen to see a woman come through carrying a sword that looked as though it were made of the purest ruby, did you?
Oh. Let me think. Chat, roll me a d6. Oh, okay. Yes, I did. It was quite a sword.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wielded by quite the undeserving. How long ago? Do you remember?
Oh, well, I mean, what is time to a bear that lays on as a rug?
Yes, I know it's
about a week ago.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, that sounds like I'm in the right place. All right. So I look at the others and I go, down the west corridor then?
West it is.
Okay. Yeah. So you come down the corridor a bit, and you are to the door to the west, right? Not the corridor. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
The one that's
The
on the
door
way
with
to
the
the
food.
orcs. Yeah, with the food. Okay. Yeah. So you move down. It's a standard wooden door. You can kind of just push it open if you'd like. Looking inside the room, you see that there is a table. It's not a very big room. It's about 20-foot square. There's no other doors immediately apparent. There's a relatively large table that's tipped over. Looks like it's made of oak. There's some benches that are kind of knocked over as well. There is on the ground a very large sack in the corner. There are some blood stains because the sack's like on the ground and it's kind of dusty and dirty, and you can see that there's blood stains in kind of the bottom of it and on the ground. It looks like something was like pushed under there or something. Yeah, and of course it's a bag. It looks like it's full of stuff. The bear, of course, it says, it could be dangerous. Maybe you should put my mouth down there.
Okay.
Is that the way you're going to investigate? Because I like it.
Yes.
Perhaps we should take a look. I think he's just going to eat whatever's there.
I mean, you could take a look, but it may be dangerous. So if you put my mouth right down there, then I can make sure that it's safe.
Do you fear that we're going to take your food, Bear?
Oh, I fear nothing.
Good, because we're not going to take your food. But I don't want to just stick your face down there like you're some kind of
Animal?
Yeah. Clearly you are more than just that. So I pull my sword and I just like prod at the bag to try and move it out of the way.
Okay, yeah. You poke into the bag. You could feel with the sword that there's maybe 3 kind of, objects inside. They feel kind of like rounded, like you can kind of get the shape of it. You kind of push it over. They make kind of like a hollow clunk when you tap into them. There's also you hear some jingling of coin in there. And as you push the bag over, you can see on the ground that there is a finger. It looks to be well, it's not a finger technically, it's a thumb. And it looks to be of a man. It looks fresh. There's blood coming out of it. The bear says, I mean, there's not a lot there, but I mean, I guess you guys probably have already eaten.
Yeah, not really on the diet plan. Oh man, God, I can't. Clearly you've been down here a long time. You've forgotten what it is to have a nice succulent piece of salmon. We're gonna have to fix that for you, Bear. So I go ahead and I just kind of look at the others and say, I'm pretty sure these are people parts. So anyone who doesn't want to watch this probably shouldn't watch this. And I just kind of grab the bag and I just dump the parts out. And I look for any of the coinage or jewelry or anything like that. Do I see any of it?
Okay, yeah, so you dump the sack out on the ground. It seems quite old. Out of it tumbles 3 human skulls.
Yep.
A dagger, like an actual dagger in a sheath, and then also just a blade of a dagger, and also a small bag that has some coins in it. You hear it tinkle on the ground. Some spiders kind of scurry out, and you can see that the back of the bag had like a hole in it where they clearly got in from. They don't seem to be, they're more afraid of you than anything else. They kind of scurry away.
So I collect the bag of coins and daggers, and I tell the bear, I'm like, these don't digest well. I hate for you to eat any of this by mistake. And then I say, but this doesn't look really fresh. Are you sure you just can't hold off a wee bit longer?
I mean,
Or are you really
it's
hungry?
pretty fresh. I think that thumb has only been here for maybe a day.
Okay, well, be quick about it. And I pull the I pull it off, and I just kind of set him down in there, and I just kind of turn around and let him do his thing.
All right, so the bear's like flat. It's a rug, and it kind of like takes its tongue and it scoops up the thumb, and you hear the bone cracking.
God.
So, Carl, if the thumb is fresh, where's the rest of the person? Do we see blood around, like dripping, like drops?
No.
Like a trail?
No. No. In fact, it's right. It's a little odd. There, you just it looks like or whoever brought the thumb in didn't, or if it was done in here, they did a very clean job because there's no blood anywhere in the room except for right at the edge of the bag and now on the ground, of course.
If I were, I look over at the elf and I say, if I were a betting man, I would say it's probably from where we think the orcs are at the south. I'm guessing that's who did this. And
Oh, I
there's
see.
probably not much of the other parts left, if you know what I mean.
You think the orcs ate this person?
I mean, what little I know of orcs, yes.
I look over to Wasi then, and I say, "You saw the thumb. You think it belonged to your friend?"
Oh, there's no way that Catherine Damus would have been eaten. I'm sure he's much too clever for a couple of orcs to get to him.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I mean, he is a great man of Hastor, so certainly Hastor would have protected him.
Ah, yes. Surely. Surely.
As Hastor protects me.
Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, there's not really much to look at the thumb now. You know, after you hear some crunching and stuff,
Oh yeah.
the bear kind of is lying there, pretty content on the ground.
Is there any other thing in this room that?
Well, you've got this table and benches that seem to be tossed over. It looks like they were probably tossed over a while ago, based on the amount of dust on them. The bag, of course. And other than that, the room is fairly empty. I mean, you kind of, you can see now that you're kind of aware that there was something going on here that it looks like there's a bit of a trail in here, footprints, but not much. Like, the room is probably not used very frequently, and whoever brought that thumb in pretty recently probably came in here and left the thumb for whatever reason and left. It's not like you wouldn't imagine that they lair here.
Well, I guess.
To the south?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget now. Who has the lantern? Or you guys have a lantern, right?
I do
Yeah.
not.
I had the lantern. At least I had a lantern. I think it was me who had it, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you got the lantern. So
Because I'm towards the back.
Right, and you're shining the lantern down. Okay, so you go to that door on the south. This door actually looks, it's an old door again, but as you kind of go to open it, it's not stuck at all. It's like perfectly on the hinges, so it seems like it's well used. And you're able to open it up, and you look down, and you can see that there's a stairway that descends about 20 feet.
Wait, didn't we have a companion that was carrying a lantern around for us?
Right. Do you want your
Yeah, the
your
little
halfling companion? Yeah.
that guy.
That guy. Right.
He's almost died once already.
Yeah, he did.
Right. So he was hold on. Let me get my little sheet toy. I forgot the halfling's name. We totally forgot about the halfling. That's what happens with halflings. That's how they survive, because they're so little. Franco Lynn. Right, so Franco Lynn, the halfling, he says, sure, I'll hold the lantern. I just thought that you wanted to hold it and, and everything, because, I get tired after walks and just, I'm afraid to.
Well, while I'm exploring, I don't mind, but since we're going to be walking down the stairs now, maybe we should be ready to fight.
Sure. Let me get that for you. And he takes the lantern. He's got it. He's only about 2 feet tall. He says, yes, good. Plenty of oil in here. Ready to go. Did you want me to carry that treasure that you found as well, Carl?
No, I think this is a small one. I think I can handle this one.
Okay. I just, I want to make sure that, I'm doing my job here. You guys are
Yes.
happy with.
Oh, yes. No, you're doing a fine job, my friend.
Excellent. All right. Excellent. So you guys open the door and you look down and you can see, again, a set of stairways going down about 20 feet. Because of the nature of stairs, you really can't, your lantern shines further than that, but of course you really can't see much except that there's a landing down there.
Okay. Does the stairs look pretty much the same? Are there any weird indentations in them or anything?
All right, yeah, so you take a look at the stairs and chat, roll me a d6. You can definitely see that these stairs are well used. They don't seem dusty at all. They're clearly from the time of the palace, so they're not like anything new. They're stone, just like the rest of the palace, marble as it would be. And you can definitely see they're like shiny when you shine the lantern on it, as if there's been many footprints, many footsteps over them.
Okay. What do you think, Johannes? No traps?
Right. Maybe. Yes, I'll I think we're okay, actually. I'm gonna tap the floor a couple of times in front, like at the base, and if nothing seems to happen, then I'll walk forward, leading the way.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, they're pretty solid. You hear like a click clink as opposed to like a dunk dunk. So you feel like the stairs are pretty good, and you step down onto them and start to make your way down the 20 foot down the stairs. When you get to the bottom landing, with the lantern kind of shining down in front of you, you can see it travels for about another 20 feet, and there's a door on the eastern wall. If you were to continue to the south, though, the corridor keeps going. There's another set of stairs, so you're kind of hitting a landing. It goes down a bit, door to basically your left, and then more stairs going down deeper. And the door to the left is closed.
You think we should try the door or just keep going down?
Well, let's see where the feet lead. Awasi will look at the ground and see if the feet lead in any particular direction.
Okay. Chat. Well, actually, chat. Roll me a d6. And Crystal, you roll a d6 as well. And if you guys match them, we know that you had success.
5.
5. Okay, yeah. It looks like that they continue down past the door, pretty clearly, and so you're kind of following, but as you get to the door, you see that there's also footsteps there, so it's kind of unclear, but it's clear they go in both directions, but it's not clear which one is more readily used.
Well, it looks like they could go in either direction, so let's check behind the door so that we don't have anything sneak up behind us.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Cool.
Yeah, and so I'll go over to the door and just give it a little tug or push, rather.
You can push it open. Okay. Mm-hmm. The door, like the other one, the hinges seem to be oiled. It opens up really smoothly. And you're looking into a room. You're kind of at the southern end of it, so it kind of goes to your left as you're looking at it, to the north. It's about 20 foot wide by about 30 foot up. It's a rectangular room. It's got... you may not have recognized these in actual use, but maybe from stories or from being threatened. This looks like a torture chamber. You've got an Iron Maiden hanging in one corner. Rusted, long-neglected branding irons lie scattered among filthy, blood-stained straw. Fairly fresh. You can kind of smell that, like, coppery smell of blood in the room. Assorted sizes length of chain encircle several skeletons hanging limply against the walls. Small wooden cages hang from the ceiling. Caught in the door. So kind of as you open the door, you can see that there is what looks like to be a torn piece of like silken clothing, possibly like a dress of somebody noble, or possibly like a more of a casual dress or a nightgown kind of dress, like something you'd wear, like not adventuring, let's see. And you can hear the squeak of mice. Otherwise, the room is empty. So yeah, it looks like a torture chamber.
Yep, it looks like at many times this is a very unsafe place to be, but currently I don't see anything coming at us, so we can keep moving.
I have to remember this room in case the orcs don't talk.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Is
Your
that
sheep.
something that Hastor is about? The
Yep.
torture devices?
Well, I mean, they're orcs. Not
They're
like
orcs,
torturing
what?
a human or something. Totally different.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Roll a d6 chat. See if Hastor strikes down the cleric. No, I'm just kidding. No one suspects the Hastor Inquisition.
That's right.
Let's see if we can get a d6 from the chat. Okay, I don't know if it's fine. I'm not getting a slow response. I'm just going to roll myself. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. You are not surprised. As you hear feet reach the landing below, you kind of spin the halfling, Franco Lynn, spins the lantern around, so you see the at first like the kneecaps down, and then slowly as the lantern exposes a man. He is human for sure. He's standing there with what looks to be kind of a beaten and tattered set of leather armor on. You can see dark bloodstains on it. He's kind of half shaven, like it kind of looks probably like he was trying to shave to look like neater, but like it's really a bad job. His hair is long, strangly. He's got in his hand what appears to be a meat cleaver, which is quite stained, and on his belt he has kind of a beautifully jeweled dagger case, and he reaches down and grabs at the dagger as he says to you, "More toys to play with." And yeah, he is clearly going to engage you in combat. So what does everybody want to do? Crystal, what's your plan? You see this guy, he's like, he's at the bottom of the stairs, he's roughly 20 feet away.
She is going to two-hand her staff, and she's just going to get ready to defend herself for now.
Okay. How about Carl?
Carl is going to draw his. Wasn't sure if I had a shield or not. I'm going to draw my my sword.
Mm-hmm.
And you said he's about 20 feet away.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my sword and I mean, if it's obvious he's going to attack, I'm going to draw my sword and I don't know if I should just go right after him or wait. His comment was more toys for me to play with.
Yes.
In the torture chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and move on to him.
He may or may not be aggressive. Nikki, what would you like your character to do?
Right now, she's gonna pull her dagger and kind of stand back a little ways and see what happens.
Okay, she's gonna stand back. All right, and how about Dave, Johannes? Or Johannes?
Is this guy, did I get a moment to notice whether or not this guy was missing a thumb?
You don't notice that he's missing a thumb, no.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to charge him. Just
All right, cool.
with my mace.
All right, awesome. Go ahead, Dave, roll initiative for your side. Chat, roll me a d6 for initiative.
Got a 4.
Okay, let's see what the chat's got here. And so what we're going to do here is, they got 3. Okay, you guys going to move first, so you'll get to charge into him. So he can't, actually he can't do what he was going to do. So you charge up onto him. He'll just fight Melina, I guess. He's going to, okay, so you charge up onto him, and nobody's doing missile fire, right? So let's look at our order of operations here. Let's see, movement, he's not going to retreat, so he's going to, no missile fire is happening, no spells are happening, right? So melee's going to be resolved. So you guys can do yours first. So go ahead, Johannes, and roll. He is Lightfoot.
Okay,
And
I'm attacking as Heavyfoot.
Okay, so Heavyfoot versus Lightfoot, you get 1 die per man with a 5 or a 6 hitting.
Right.
So how many men do you fight as is the question?
I'm 2 men plus 1.
Okay, so you'll roll 2 2d6, and you'll add +1 to either of the 2 dice, trying to achieve a 5 or a 6.
No.
Nope. Guessing that wasn't very impressive.
It was very bad.
Yeah. All right, Carl, bring it home. You got what weapon are you using?
I have a sword.
Okay. So you are also Heavyfoot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you fight as 2 men plus 1. So you're going to roll 2 6-sided dice. You'll add 1 to either of the 2. You need to get a 5 or a 6 to have a hit.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I actually forgot to go get my dice because I'm an idiot. All right.
Oh no!
I know.
Who needs dice with Dungeons and Dragons?
I know, right? All right. So you said 2d6.
Yep, 2 6-siders. Add 1 to either one of the 2. You're trying for a 5 or a 6.
Okay. I got a 5 and a 2.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you no dice for each roll. Observes. Yeah. So you strike against him, or you swing at him with your sword, and even though this guy looks like old, decrepit, a little bit mad, he with incredible dexterity, he's kind of like steps out of the way and avoids it, and he's going to come at you with his meat cleaver. He is actually
Oh damn!
he fights as 4 men.
Oh boy!
But he's Lightfoot. So you guys, what do you defend as, Dave?
I defend as Armored Foot.
Oh, nice. Okay. And Carl, it defends as Heavyfoot. All right, he's gonna go after Carl because he's a trained warrior. He would understand that chainmail is easier to penetrate than plate. So he's got Lightfoot against Heavy. So actually, he only rolls 1 die per 2 men, and with a 6 hitting. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice, and any 6s will be hits. You have to get hit twice. So I gotta roll double 6s to kill Carl, but we'll see. No. Okay. So he swings at you with the meat cleaver, and with no successes, he misses you wildly. Cool. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. Yeah, so he swings at you, Carl, and you're able to step back, and you can now see this guy in the back. You two see that again, this guy looked pretty rough, but he seems to be a capable warrior, if not armed with the best weapons possible. You also definitely notice now at this range that he is not missing any fingers. So, what does everybody want to do? What would you like to do, Awasi?
Awasi is gonna grab the lantern with the crook of her shepherd's hook, and she's gonna hold it up to give Carl and Johannes better light to fight with.
Nice. Yeah. So the halfling's trying to hold this thing up. It's basically just lighting up people's at this point, like they're from the ground. So it's like throwing shadows up on the wall. So you scoop it up, and you're gonna scoop it up and get better light. Carl, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and try with the sword one more time.
Okay. How about Valeria?
Yeah, for now, I'm gonna kind of hang back. I'm thinking they got this. He doesn't seem all
Okay.
that dangerous.
Nope. Johannes, what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna swing my mace at him again.
Nice.
I think it
All
was
right.
a stumble, pretty bad stumble the first time. You know, the stairs, the shadows. It was tough.
Right.
Yeah, it is hard. You're probably thinking maybe next time you'll get a lantern bearer that's a little bit taller because it's like a little hard to fight when only the ground is lit up. But all right, go for it, Dave. Roll your dice. 2 dice. Add 1 to one of them, and 5 or a 6 will be a success.
Here we go. Oh, look at that! 2 6s.
Oh,
So it was a 6 and a 5. So
okay, so not a crit. Well, there's no
No.
crits. Okay, so 2 hits. Okay, that's good. Carl, if you also achieve 2 hits, then he will be dead. Otherwise, not. No pressure.
Okay. So we're
He's
2
going
dice.
after you.
I got I got a 3 and a 6. And I
Okay.
get a +1 to one of those, so
A 4 and a 6, yeah.
yeah, 4
Okay.
and 6.
So that's essentially what that is 3 hits, but he's a hero. He needs 4 hits simultaneously to go down. So yeah, you guys come at him, and he basically like takes his dagger out and his meat cleaver, and he blocks this thing away, and he stumbles back, and you can see that he has a little fear in his eyes that, oh wow, that was closer than closer than he
comfortable
suspected.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's thinking, oops. You notice too that dagger is it's got a bit of a gleam to it, like it's shedding light in not a very wide radius, but there's like a little bit of glow coming off of it. As he's going to come at you again, he's going after Carl again. But still, he only gets 2 dice and has to roll double 6s. Actually, let's have the chat do it. Chat, roll me 2 6s, 2 d6s. Roll 1, then another. They're good at rolling high, so you got. Man, come on, guys. Oh, I mean, not that we want the players to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now you roll a 1. All right, yeah. So he swings wildly with his 2 weapons at Carl, but with little effect. You notice that your halfling, now that you took the lantern away from him, he's kind of like dodged into a corner, and he's like, you know, Frankolin's only getting 1 gold piece a month. He's not exactly. He's not exactly wanting to run forward to fight if he can avoid it. This guy looks tougher than he thinks, but you can see that he's got this this dagger that's got a kind of a glow to it, as well as you know, the jeweled scabbard on his belt. As we come into the next round, Awasa, you've got this lantern holding it up nice and high. Nice, looks good. What would you like to do?
She's gonna say to Valeria, "Can you take the lantern? I think they need some help."
Okay. What about Carl?
I'm gonna keep after him.
Yeah, your confidence might be waning a little bit of the powerful warriors as this old man that looks quite pretty shabby.
Yeah.
But you almost had him last time.
At this point, I'm just like, damn it!
The meat cleaver is now like a little bent and stuff from blocking your swords, but he's still coming at you with it. Valeria, what's your?
I'll take the lantern like Awasi would like me to, but I'm
Okay,
gonna creep a little closer in because they might need some more help. So.
Okay, are you going to move forward to Malay, Awasi, or once you do the lantern switch?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What about Johannes?
Yeah, I think I want to switch to my whole arm, actually.
Nice.
Yes. You know, I
He's
know
like-
it's kind of tight space, but yes. I'm
Oh,
gonna
man.
put a little bit of fear, like even more fear in this guy's eyes.
Okay, yeah. All right, it's gonna be. I'll let you
It might be
get a hit
tight.
in with the pole arm this time before Awasi gets there, but once she does, it might be
Yeah.
tough to have three combatants. So this round you're fine, but we'll assume that happens kind of in order. And he's going to keep fighting because he feels like he's winning on some level. We'll find out in a second. All right, so we're going to bring down the pole arm, put you on it. So you're armored foot against light foot.
Yeah.
So you get 1 die per man, 4 through 6 hits. And again, you roll 2 dice and add 1 to the lowest. We use 1 usually, 1 to one of them. You know it's serious when pole arms start coming out.
Yeah. So I get one hit from that.
Nice.
Like,
Okay.
changing over is just it's a
Mhm.
little bit clumsy, but
Yeah, it takes a second. You know, you guys you weren't quite. It's big in there. So you whack him with the or at him with the pole arm. He defends it back. Well, we'll see if he defends it once we see what happens. Carl.
All right, here we go again. Come on, big money. A 3. Does a 4 hit him?
Not for you.
All right. Well, then
Well,
I got
4 plus 1 would, but not a straight
no.
4.
It would have been a 3 plus 1. So I got a 3 and a 5. So I guess
Okay,
3
so
and a
2
6.
hits.
Yeah.
All right, so far we got 2 hits against him. Awasi, you are attacking as
Heavy foot.
a
So I
heavy
get
foot.
3
Oh,
dice
God.
and 5 or
Nice.
6 hits.
Awesome.
I got 1 hit against him.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's 3. Oh, that's right. The cleric leveled up. Nice. Yeah. So you've got you score a total of 3 hits against him, which once again is not quite enough. He's kind of the pole arm comes down. He blocks it with the knife. The sword comes at him. He kind of dodges and chinks off. Maybe a piece of his rotted leather gets cut back, and then finally the staff comes down and kind of like just the wind whisks back. He's like, he kind of steps back a little bit. You guys are a little bit clustered up. At this point, he's going to continue to fight Carl because that seems. Oh, chat, roll me 2 6-siders. Yeah, Nightbot is favoring the players. That's okay. Ooh,
thank you, Nightbot.
one more. Doesn't nothing that matters, but. Oh, you know, I can do while we're fighting. I should put this on. Oop. I have a little animation that says roll. Yeah, okay, so. Oh, okay. So no successes. So yeah, he comes forward with the dagger and stuff. And at this point now, there's 3 of you. You can see that he's a little bit like figuring out his odds. And we're actually going to roll initiative again because he is going to want to move. So we got to see if he can move before you can attack him. Because he wants to break from melee. So go ahead and chat. Roll me another d6 for initiative. I guess everybody should state their actions first, but he's going to move. What is Awasi going to do?
Awasi's gonna say to Carl, Carl, move behind him, and she's gonna try and like move up where Carl is to attack.
Oh, okay. So you got to circle around him. Okay, nice. Carl, what do you want to do? You want to try to get behind him?
Yes.
Okay. Valeria.
I'm gonna take the lantern that's on the end of the shepherd's crook, and I'm gonna walk up there and try to bash him in the face with it.
With a lantern?
Yeah.
Is your name not Valeria? Is that why you keep laughing at me? It's
No.
Was it Valkyria? No, it is
No, it's Valeria. You're right, Valeria.
Okay. Valeria, okay, yeah.
But yeah, I want to try to smash him in the face with the lantern because I'm just like, I'm starting to get
Right.
bored, guys. You haven't finished him off yet, so.
It's true. It's been 15 seconds. What's going on? It's only
Elves
an
are-
old man with a meat cleaver. Johannes.
Elves are so
We haven't even
impatient.
taken out the secret weapon.
Uh-oh. All right. You got to go at him with the polearm again? Johannes, or you got another plan?
I won't be able to fit in that, right? So I
You
gotta
can
use
do
the
it. You
maze
can do it
again.
if Carl moves. You can do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
Carl
you'll
is
be able to do it if Carl moves. Yeah. You could switch too. It kind of comes down to the initiative, right? Because if he wins the initiative, he's going to let you move first, which means that Carl will be able to get around, and then you can use it. So yeah, it's up to you. You can use a polearm if you want. Okay. So somebody roll initiative. Go ahead, Dave, and roll a d6. They got a 6 actually. So get the one time they get a 6 is on initiative. So in the chat.
Okay. He goes. Yeah. He goes first.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So he's actually going to let you go first. That's how it works. So you'll move around the side of him, but the hallway's big enough for him to move past you. So and there's no opportunity attacks here. So he's actually going to move back, and then he's going to throw the dagger, which lights up whoosh, as it flips through the air, and it is going to be targeting Carl. It is a +2 dagger. So chat. Because Because missile fire goes before melee. That's why he's going ahead of you. Chat, roll me 2d6, and the lowest one will get a +2 with the dagger. No. It's 2 extra dice for a magic weapon, right? So actually, roll me 4d6. A 3 doesn't do anything. Oop, hold on. Sometimes Nightbox takes a second, so try again. Oh, no, okay. I mean, yes, the players didn't die. One more. I guess I should program this in a way to do multiple 6s at the same time. Oh, okay, no. All right, well. One more. Okay, okay, so it lights up, but because he's trying to avoid everybody, he kind of throws it awkwardly behind him. And Carl, you kind of step out of the way, and between the two companions, this dagger that's like lit up, like flies through the air and clinks on the ground and like goes down that other set of stairs behind. So it's down the stairs now, somewhere, but it clearly has some kind of magical effect. And he has actually moved away from you, so you cannot actually hit him in this round because he's gone. Well, he's moved away from you. So you could chase him next round, though, if you want. He's up at the top of the stairs. So, yeah, you guys won't get to melee him because he's, you moved first. That's the advantage of winning initiative. So the chat did good by winning initiative, I guess. Although they did bad attacking you. So what do we want to do this round? He looks like he's going to try to run because he feels like he's outmatched. So he's at the top of the stairs. Go ahead, tell me what you want to do there, Awasi. You can see him running up the stairs.
Awasi will say, "Don't lose him," and she's going to run after him.
Okay. Carl?
Well, I mean, he heard what she said, so he's going to go after him.
Okay. You're going to follow with the lantern there, or you're going to let them run to the dark?
Well, what happened to the dagger?
It went down the stairs behind you.
I'm going to hand the shepherd's crook to the halfling and go after the dagger.
Okay. So the halfling has the shepherd's crook.
Yeah.
Okay. Giannis, what are you going to do? This poor halfling. He wants one of this gold piece a month. Slow-mo dodge. Johannes, you're muted, Dave.
Oh, sorry. My signal's a little weird, I think. Yeah, I want to chase after him as well.
Okay. All right. Chat, roll me some initiative. So D6 for initiative. I guess I'm assuming the chat knows the rules. 4. Okay. You've been rolling this whole combat, Dave, so go ahead and roll D6.
2.
Okay. He's gonna run first. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can catch him. I mean, he's going through a door, so that's gonna slow him down. So I'll say that he runs for it, but then you're able to catch up to him right through the door. And I guess we'll go into melee. So, Awasi, go for it. He is Lightfoot.
1 hit.
1 hit. Okay. How about Carl?
Damn it, Carl! I got 2 5s.
Hey.
So how many hits is that?
2. All right. So 3 total. So come
3
on,
total.
Johannes.
That's 4 hits.
Yeah. Dave just needs 1 more. No, you got 2 hits and Crystal got 1, right? 1 for you, right, Crystal?
Oh, I thought does a 5? Oh, okay.
No, a 5 or a 6 counts as a single hit.
So what's the plus? Okay, I got you. 2 hits. All right, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, the plus would be like if you rolled a 4, you could change it to a 5.
Well, earlier I had a 3 and a 5, and you said I got 2 hits, but I think you meant it was 2 hits cumulatively amongst the party, and so I got.
Yes, I did. Yeah, sorry.
I got confused.
Yeah. I'm doing a lot of math. Dave, what you got? Anything? You're muted.
Yep. Okay. Here we go.
All right, chasing him up the hallway with the pole arm.
I rolled 2 5s.
Nice. All right. All right, well, that is a total of 5 hits. So, let's see. Since Dave rolled last, we'll let you do the killing blow. So these guys kind of get up there on him. They could kind of bash him. He's dodging back and forth. How do you finish this guy with the polearm as he's trying to run through the door?
Nice.
Yeah. So, he's getting cornered and everything, and Johannes yells, "Duck!" and then swings his polearm sideways and lobs this guy's head right off.
Nice. All right, that's epic. All right, so the thing is melee is simultaneous. So let's see. Since Owasi, I kind of randomly decided that you were the first one up there. He would have attacked you. So how do you defend?
Heavy foot.
Okay. Oh, and you're 3 hit die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He can't kill you. So yeah, he swings at you with his with his cleaver, and when he does, you kind of do the duck thing, and then his head comes off. He stands there for a second. You see the cleaver in his hand, and he drops to the ground, and then the head falls to the ground and rolls down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, the elf is standing. Right. So that's all going on. You actually went down the stairs. So you went a little bit further down the stairs, and you see the dagger sitting at the bottom of another staircase. And at the bottom of this staircase, there is a door immediately to your left. You can see it like this dagger is lit maybe like candlelight, so it's not super bright, so you can see enough to know that you've kind of gone south. There's a door to your right, which is the west, and then a corridor continues. But you hear up top, duck, and then you hear clunk, 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 as a head rolls down the stairs.
I look at the head and I say, "Oh, well, they got him. That's good. Can I get that dagger though?"
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm an elf looking out for power, man. That's what I want.
Yeah, you pick up the dagger. It is obviously incredibly finely made. You can see that there are some runes on there. Let's see. Roll a d6. If you get a 1 or a 2, it'll be Elvish, so you can read it.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Okay. So you can see written in Elvish runes the name of the blade, which is a wasp.
Wasp.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wasp.
Okay.
Yep.
The assholes
It has a very
of the world.
yeah, and it's got a very, very very slight glow to it, like a candlelight. And the hilt is has got some it's intricate ivory hilt, beautiful blade. Looks like it's maybe like mithril. It's just elvish,
Nice.
and clearly it's magic.
Wasp gives off candlelight. All right. Nice. And I will take my newfound friend here and go back up the stairs to meet the rest of my party.
Okay.
And tell them what I saw at the bottom, the doors and the corridor and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to the platform and you see the rest of the party up there. The body of this man is there. Like I said, he's in this broken, bashed up leather armor. He's of course missing his head now. He is not missing any fingers. We lost Dave. He's back. I can turn off the roll the dice thing. The armor and stuff stinks. I mean, clearly he doesn't clean himself very much. You can see that his hands are like callous and like he's a hard worker, if you will. But under his nails, you can see grime and what appears to be dried blood. You can, besides on his belt, he's got a belt. On his belt, he has the hilt for the dagger. Not the hilt, the scabbard is the word. For the dagger, it is covered. It's got some gems in it. Looks valuable. Otherwise, he has nothing really on him. The meat cleaver, which if you wanted, it's kind of beat up, but yeah.
That scabbard, I'm sure, is worth some money. Who wants to carry it? I mean, I'll carry it.
Yes. Well, you have the dagger after all. As a village priest of Hastur. I would not carry any weapons which cut the flesh.
Oh, does anybody mind if I hold on to this dagger?
By all means.
No, I can't complain. I have my new friend Bear. The dagger is definitely yours.
You have bear, I have
Yes.
wasp.
Yes, indeed.
You
All
hear
right.
you hear like a and Franco is standing. You know, it's been a while since I've got a raise.
Who said that? The
Franco, the halfling.
We forgot about him again.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get your raise when we get out of here. I mean, it's no good to give you the raise now, because if something happens and we don't make it, then it's just wasted money.
I see.
I assure you, my friend, if we make it out of here with what we seek, you shall be paid a handsome bonus, if I have to pay it from my own pocket.
Excellent. You are very generous. You can see his eyeball on the dagger, but he takes the lantern back. And yeah, so you're standing there kind of right near the door of the torture chamber. You know from traveling down the stairs in search of the dagger that the head is down there, of course, and that there's a door and that the path continues to the south.
I'd like to look the room over real quick.
The one down at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. You get to the bottom of the stairs. I'm making a note. As soon as you open the door, you can immediately smell this terrible stench in here. It smells like rotting meat. The bear is like, ooh, you don't want to eat that. I mean, unless you're really hungry,
Nope, nope.
it could be okay if you're really hungry.
I'm good, Bear. But thank you for looking out for me.
Did you want to open? I mean, you literally opened a crack and you can just smell like the smell of flesh. Yeah.
Okay. So this. Okay, I want to make sure that we're on the same page here.
Yep.
This is the torture chamber.
No, you were in the torture. You went in the torture chamber, and then
Okay.
you guys were like, "Oh, is that the room you want to check out?"
Yes.
Because you guys kind of pieced out of that when you were like, "Nope."
Oh,
Okay,
wherever
that's fine.
we.
Okay, we'll put you back up at the top. Yeah, if you go into the torture chamber and explore in there, roll me a six-sided die. And chat also roll me a six-sided die.
Oh. 1 6-sided die. I got a 1.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Wow. Now you guys are going to roll sixes. All right. So, yeah, you search around the torture chamber, and basically it's as I described. You've got the Iron Maiden there. You've also got some Metallica. Okay, good. All right, you get extra bonus for laughing at my bad joke. Yeah, there's chains on the wall. There's some. You can see that now that you're looking at it, that these torture devices look like they may have been used fairly recently. As you can see, stains from blood and stuff. But probably most notable for the adventurers type is that on one of the walls, on one of the skeletons, I should say, that's hanging from the wall by the chains, you can actually see as you're kind of walking under it, your torchlight glints up, and it seems to have a golden tooth. Yeah, I mean, not like a full grill, but just like one in the back.
I shrug and can I reach it from where he's at? Like, can I just reach up there now? Or
Yeah, it's like, how tall are you? I mean, it's like hanging from the wall. It's probably just over like 6 feet in the air. Yeah.
I'll take
You
my
Do you
hand.
need these? And I'll give him like one of the torture players. Like that's like sitting there on the thing.
I take my hand axe and I just kind of flip it around so I have the back side of the axe, and I just reach up and I just tap the jaw and
Oh, yeah. It
bonk the
falls
tooth out. Yeah.
the tooth falls out into your hand. You would imagine that a gold tooth like that is probably worth about 10 gold pieces. Not a lot, but hey, you know what? Just 10 gold
The
pieces you didn't have
halfling might
before.
take that, Carl.
Yeah,
as-
exactly what I was thinking. I look at it for a moment and I say, Franco. And I flip the tooth at him.
Catches it, he looks at it. He says, well, we halflings are not normally, ones to be so fancy as to have a gold tooth, but I know a guy, though.
You could
puts it in
sell
his
that
pocket.
for a fine price, my friend.
Yes. Hey, he puts it in his pocket. He smiles. You get a morale bonus to the halfling. Other than that, I mean, it's basically a torture chamber. If there's something like from a torture chamber that you think your character would like pliers or anything like that you can think of, you could just note that down that you take it. Otherwise, it's basically, it's your bog standard torture chamber. But it has been used pretty recently. And you can probably imagine by it.
By the guy whose head they just laughed off.
Maybe.
Well, there's more stuff at the bottom of the stairs. I mean, besides the head, there's doors and.
Well, let us continue down then.
Oh, yes, for sure. This has been an incredible adventure. You can see that Franco's pretty happy. Got a big smile on his face. He holds the lantern up high, which for him is like about he's only 2 feet tall, so it's like a foot and a half off the ground. He'll light the way. So you work your way down the stairs again, and you descend another 20 feet or so, and there's a door on the wall, which, since you saw the previews of this 5 minutes ago, you open it a bit and it smells really bad. You can close it if you'd like. It smells like rotting flesh in there.
Can I I have my little dagger that sheds a little bit of light, just kind of peeks through the crack. See anything?
Sure. If you want to open the door up, but what is your constitution?
The con is 8.
Oh, all right. Yeah. It's you're like,
Oh,
but you kind of look in. You can manage it. Let's see. Horrible smell like rotting carcass can be detected. Once opened, mounds of rotten, decayed bodies of unlucky adventurers can be seen covering almost every inch of the floor. You can see that. Make an insanity check. No, that's wrong again. You can see that many of them are missing limbs, or the bones look horribly broken. The bodies are twisted in bizarre ways. Some of them look like that they were like cut open and then re-sewn shut, to keep them alive longer and stuff like that. You can definitely see someone who is not, let's say, the nicest person in the world definitely did some work on these bodies.
Okay. I'll turn around and I'll say, I think we found some of the victims of the chamber upstairs. It's not pleasant, and I'm like trying to not, vomit.
You just barely made it.
There might be stuff in there. They might have something on them, but I'm not going to search through all that, I say, and I kind of step back from the door.
What a horrible man. Well, he's Hastor's responsibility now. Sure, Hastor will not look kindly upon them.
I do have a question. What kind of punishment would a sheep god meter out?
Well, he won't be able to go to greener pastures, that's for sure.
I see.
Nice. All right, so chat, roll me a d6. But so you're standing out there with the rotten smell kind of in the hallway, the head on the ground looking up at you. And you can see the corridor extends beyond the reach of your lantern light to the south. You don't see any more stairs or doors from where you are. You just see a passageway to the south. There we go. All right, roll me one more d6, chat. Good timing. Oh, really? Oh, God. Okay. Wow. sense. We're old. Okay, you. Oh, this is interesting. The bear on your back, Carl, says to you, "Ooh, we might not want to go down there. That's maybe unsafe for us."
Why do you say this?
This is not an area that I mean, I'm not a coward or anything, but we know that the wise bear doesn't enter the lair of the his big old friend. There's another bear down there.
Oh. I assume one that's not a rug.
What do you mean?
You said there's a big old bear down there.
Right.
I assume it's a big old bear that's not a rug or a cloak.
Oh, I understand. That was some kind of jab at me.
No, not a jab. I'm just saying you mean an actual bear.
Are you saying I'm not an actual bear?
Well, I'm saying you can be, but you're much more than that, though, bear. That's what makes you special.
I see.
So you're saying he's a normal bear, but large is what you're saying. You are a normal bear, but smart and can change shape.
Well, I think we should go down there. It seems safe.
That's not, like, literally not what you just said, bear.
It's not?
No, you said we should not go down there. It's not safe.
Oh, no, I think you misheard me. We should go down there. It's very safe.
Did that change?
What do you mean?
Damn it, bear.
Well, I think we should go down there either way, and Awasi will begin to lead the way.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. You begin to head down there.
You can't sit there.
Chat, roll me a d6.
Going down the steps, he's like, you can't sit there and confuse me like that, bear.
Bears have feelings too, you realize that. So as you get you start to walk down, you can see the corridor turns to the left. The right for you, sorry, to the west. And as it does, you see coming around the corner a very large bear. And he, or they, kind of looks up and roll me 2 6-siders there, chat.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
When he sees the bear, he's going to be like, I know you have feelings, bear. That's why I told you were special and magical. I mean, come on, bear.
Let's see. Oh, hold on, that's okay. So we got a 6 and a 3. Oh, okay, that's actually good. That is actually a positive reaction. Okay, the bear kind of snuffles his nose on the ground and kind of smells you, and it looks a little bit confused, that you're there. But it does not make any kind of aggressive action immediately. It kind of looks a little bit. It's definitely not afraid, but it doesn't look. It doesn't look aggressive either. It looks like it's confused, by the sense, possibly because of the other bear.
Carl, would you like to speak to this bear and let it know we come in peace?
I don't know that I can speak bear. The only reason I can speak to this bear, and I look up as say, is because this bear is obviously intelligent and can speak my language.
What if you became the bear?
Oh, I'm afraid that bear might think that I'm
Challenging it? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that could go really bad for me and Bear. Bear, what
Maybe you could talk to it then, though.
I could, maybe. Bear, what do you think?
We could talk to the bear.
Can we talk to the
You'd
bear?
have to, become the bear.
Oh boy. So I look at everybody else and I go, "What exactly? Let's go ahead and figure out exactly what I should say to the bear,
If you remember, as the bear.
if I remember as the bear."
You know, we come in peace. We don't want to hurt you unless we do. But I don't think we do.
I don't think we do. Something tells me the bear, he could be like this bear and doesn't really actually want to be here.
Right. You can ask it if it's seen the people that you guys are looking for.
Yes. Yes, that woman who carries the ruby sword.
And the orcs.
And the orcs.
Oh, yes, and the orcs. Okay, all right. Well, you ready to do this, bear?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm just hanging out here. Whatever you like to do, I'm on board.
So I'm just going to sit there, and the only words that I know that work is when I go, "Get him, bear." So I'm going to go, "Get him, bear."
Okay. Yeah, the bear transforms. You. And the other bear is kind of watching, and it kind of goes up a little bit when you do that, but then it kind of brings its head down and sniffles.
Yep.
On the ground.
So
Yeah.
the first thing I'm going to do is try and talk to my bear and be like, see if they're like, I'm going to try and think thoughts like, "Bear, are you there?"
Yeah, I'm being a bear, right? Aren't you supposed to check to see if we're together? Or...
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
get
doing.
the plan. I get distracted by the finger.
It's okay. It's literally what we're doing right now. So you can hear me and I can hear you. Okay. We need
I definitely can. I can hear you.
Okay. We need to sort of kind of submit a little bit to make this bear understand that we don't want to hurt him.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, can I do it?
I don't know. Can you?
So I'm just going to look at the big bear
Okay.
and I'm going to put my paws kind of out in front of me and I'm just going to kind of like bow my head a little bit like this and kind of make a noise. And I go, I try to speak to the other bear and I'm just like, we mean you no harm.
Hmm.
Mr. Bear.
Okay. Yeah, the bear says, because it's a bear, it's pretty nice. It says, well, that's good. There's an evil man here that tries to catch me. He's thrown a weapon at me multiple times and caused scars, but never. And you can see the bear kind of stops and sees the dagger on Valeria's waist. It says, "It is there the evil weapon." In bear talk, whatever. Bear wouldn't know the word weapon, but the equivalent.
Was it a old stinky man?
Yes.
We took care of him. He will throw his weapon at you no more.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes.
The hunting is not very good around here.
No. No, it is not. And I take it. So you're the second bear that I've run into. I ran into another bear upstairs who is quite a charming and intelligent bear, but he was magical and a rug. But
Right.
but he didn't want to be here, and I assume you don't want to be here either.
The men who wear the wolf pelts hunt in this area, and I come here to get away from them.
These men that wear wolf pelts, do they look and I look over at like Johannes, and I take my big bear paw and I wave him into the room.
Okay.
And I say, are they handsome like this man, or do they have like ugly teeth that stick out of their mouths and
No,
green
they are.
green skin?
Chat, roll me a d6 to see if it understands the difference between an orc and Dave's character.
This could be really deflating to your ego, Dave.
Yeah, the bear says no. So it says that they worship one who changes from man to bear, a woman that changes from man to bear.
Okay.
So they want to capture. Well, his understanding is they want to capture him to give as like a trophy for this woman that they worship that can become a bear from a man.
Have you seen this woman?
No, I avoid her because I don't want to be a trophy. I'm my own person. You know, I like to. I mean, I'm good looking and all, but I can earn my own living. I don't need to be somebody's trophy.
I seek a woman, is why I ask. A woman who wears a red sword on her side. I wonder. But these wolf-pelted men that hunt you, they do not look like him, or do they look like brutish, like ugly, like green skin the color of grass?
No, the bear recognizes that the wolf pelt people are like Johannes.
Have you seen men who have the skin the color of grass?
Yeah. They come down in this area sometimes.
From where do they come? Like, which direction do they come from?
So where you're at, you're kind of in a hallway, and you can just see the bear cam around the corner, and it just says from back there. If you follow there are caves. You know, it explains that there's caves because you're in kind of like a hallway, like a well-formed hallway. There are caves, and through the caves there are passages that lead up to the sky, and the ugly men live up there, live in the sky.
Okay. All right. Bear, I must ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
We seek the ugly men, but it may be that this woman that you speak of is the one that I seek as well. Hide here, and should we be successful in what we do, we will come back and we will lead you out of this place, back into the world where the hunting is good and the fish swim in the rivers. And you may continue to be the bear that you are, the great bear that you should be, and not hiding in here from evil creatures.
Okay, yeah. I mean, chat, roll me 2 6-siders. That seems pretty good. It was already very favorable, so whether or not it's going to stay here is a mystery, right? But yeah, it'll let you pass at this point. It's heading up the hallway, actually.
Thank you, bear.
Mm-hmm. And let's see.
I wait for him to disappear, and
nice.
Then I unbear myself.
Okay. Yeah, it actually goes up the stairs. It walks by and it sees the head of the man that you guys slayed, and it kind of like knocks it, and then continues up the stairs. So you hear that go against the wall.
I think he approves.
Yeah, this was a cave bear, and it was very big, so that was good that you were able to avoid it. So yeah, you let the bear go past, and then you continue down the corridor. Like I said, there's only really one way. It turns to the right for you, which is the west. And as soon as you turn to the west, so now you're in this passageway that's basically leading, to the west. Right on the northern wall, there's a door.
Just a regular door, or does it have?
This door is... Yes, it's a regular door. If you examine it, you can see that, like some of the other doors you've seen in this area, it is well oiled. You know, and it looks like it's maintained. But it's definitely an old door, like a regular old door. Wooden.
I mean, we just have to keep going, right, Awasi?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. And well, let's make sure that this door holds no surprises for us. I mean, if the orcs are coming in and out of this door, they might have put something here so that only they could go through. And Awasi would like to check the door for traps if she can.
Okay, sure. Roll me a d6.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, you can't imagine how they could possibly trap this door. It doesn't look like there's any. You know, there's no place to really put any kind of a mechanism to swing from the ceiling or any kind of pit or whatever. At least looks pretty safe. And there's no like lock or anything. It's just got a handle on.
Okay, she'll open it up.
Nice. Okay, the trap. No, I'm just kidding. All right, you open the door. It's a 20-foot square room. The door that you're coming into is on the south east corner of it. All right, so a small pallet of fresh straw lies near the northwestern corner of the room, so basically the opposite corner. A wooden bowl, or a plate rather, a pair of eating knives and a pewter wine goblet rest nearby on a table in the center of the room. Several old tapestries have been carefully hung on the walls, and bits of fur and other types of floor covering form a makeshift rug. A burning lantern hangs over the table, so it's lit and burning. Well, I guess lit and burning is the same thing. The lantern is both lit and burning. Yeah. There's a bit of a smell of body odor in here, but not too bad. Not like the orcs.
Oh, seems we found someone's chambers, and Awasi would like to look at those tapestries and see if she can make out anything about them.
Sure. So the tapestries show scenes of what appears to possibly be this valley area. I mean, when you went through the valley to arrive at this castle, it was basically barren and you know, trees are all craggly and no leaves on them, and you know, very Halloween. And this shows beautiful, you know, green trees and paths and people playing in the fields, and you can see what may have been this castle in one of them, with a large spire at the top, and there's kind of like a at the spire there's almost like a woven into the tapestry golden threads that look like a halo of light around the tower. So yeah, there's 3 tapestries total. So they show basically the countryside, and one shows what you imagine is this area, this you know, this castle, I should say.
Ah, well, look at this. It looks like old portraits of how this place used to look.
Well, is there anything behind the tapestries? Do I sense any secret doors or anything?
Oh, do you? Let's see. Must keep keeping. No, you look behind all the tapestries. You don't sense any kind of doorways or anything. Okay. However, you do notice kind of a trap door, like the edge of like what would be a trap door, just at the edge of the pallet. Like the pallet was like slid back over it, but you can see that there's like marks where clearly the pallet is slid back and forth.
Oh.
And you can see a crack in the floor, basically.
Where do you guys think this goes?
Hard to say. Deeper into the dungeon, I suppose.
Yes, there could be something important hidden there.
Yeah, we should definitely check that out.
Okay. Yeah, so you push the pallet back out of the way. It moves pretty easily. I mean, it's just basically some wood with some straw on top of it. You can smell a little bit of that body odor right there. And you can see that it looks like that somebody with maybe like a chisel or something has like chiseled out some of the stone. So it looks kind of rough the more you look at it. It doesn't look like a real well hidden space. And you kind of put whatever the edge of your blade in there or something, you kind of work it up and you're able to open up. It's not even like a full door that opens up. As you do it, you realize they're just loose stones. So with a little bit of effort, you remove like 4 or 5 stones and you see that what's down there is just like a small cubby hole with a box. The box is wooden. It looks like a case that may have held, like, you guys, the fighters would definitely recognize this. It looks like a case that may have held like some kind of a sword or something. So it's like it's not particularly deep, but it's kind of long and wide.
Okay.
All right. Well, shall we go down?
Yeah, it's not very far. You could literally just, if you get on like your stomach, you could reach down and grab the box.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's just grab it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Waltzy
it looks
will
like somebody dug
pull
it
it
up.
out of there.
Cool. Yeah, you pull it up. You hear as you pull it up things rattling around inside, so it doesn't look like whatever's in there isn't like secured in there. It kind of rattles around a bit as you pick it up.
Does it look like it's locked?
Nope, there's just like a little clasp on it.
Okay, Awasi will like
Express.
stand back and use the crook of her shepherd's crook to open it up, so she's like standing away from it.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see like little shadows and stuff move around as the halfling gets further into the corner and kind of holds the light back there. Yeah, and you flip the little tab and then flip the thing open, and you can see that this was some kind of a case for a sword. I mean, the case itself might be worth a couple gold pieces, not particularly valuable. It's just kind of like a storage case. But hidden in here are 2 very large rubies, not like princess or princess heart rubies, but like, the size of like, the part of your top joint of your thumb, and an emerald of equal size. There's also a gold ring. A simple gold ring. And that's it.
Well, 1 second. I'd like to see something. I can only do this once per day, so. But I would like to see if there's any magic on this object. What do you think? Rings often hold magic.
Yes, I think that's a very good idea.
And she will cast detect magic.
Excellent. Yeah, you call upon Astor to enlighten you, as it would be, and you're kind of looking down at the case to see if any of these objects, especially the ring, I guess, is magical. Nothing seems to glow with the aura of magic, although of course you do. The corner of your eye, you see a little bit of glow, and you can see that the dagger, which you probably already figured out, is magical on Valeria's belt. But nothing in this case is magical, though it is valuable.
Valeria, the dagger that you wield, it's magical.
Oh, really? The light that it shines did not give me a clue to that. Just so you know.
It's fine. I'll see if I cast it on your shit or your
Right.
stuff anymore.
Man.
Unfortunately, the ring is not magical.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
shame,
man.
though.
It is
Hey,
very pretty, though.
hey, is this magical? I don't know. Is it giving off a light?
I'm an elf.
Yes, you are.
That's my excuse for everything. No, I will say, yes, I knew my dagger was magical. It's a shame the ring is not. But it's pretty, and we could maybe, get some coin for it. This and the gems.
Well, I am
Yeah.
not, the kind to usually wear such luxurious items, but yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how it looks. And she slides it onto her finger. Just
Oh, nice. Yeah, you pick the ring up, and you can see written on the inside of it are initials D and B.
D and B.
D, yep. D as in
Okay.
Daniel. B as in Bob.
Okay.
You put it on. It's a nice fit, actually. And you are now officially married to the bear. Magic. All right, in this edition, Detect Magic just asks, it doesn't say how long it lasts, it just says for a little while. So, all right. So we'll assume it doesn't last very long. But if I'll keep a track of it a little bit. If you encounter anything magical soon, I will point it out. Otherwise, we'll assume it fades away. You would imagine, though, with the ring with the initials D and B carved in it, with a little shape of a heart. Yeah. You know that I'm just going to tell you because it's always fun to know. Just will be watching. The ring is worth 250 gold pieces. The ruby's 300 gold pieces apiece, and the emerald worth 2,000 gold pieces.
Oh.
So that is a good find. The scabbard of the dagger is worth 400 if you want to sell that separately, obviously. And obviously, if you were to try to sell the magical dagger, you can deal with that. But just as far as experience points are concerned, I don't think you're going to want to sell the magic dagger.
Nope.
Nobody wants to sell the magic dagger. Wasp, the magic dagger. It is, I'll just tell you now so I don't forget. The magic dagger is only when thrown, is +2. When thrown. Otherwise, it does not come back or anything, though. Yeah. Clearly, it doesn't come back. It's straight down the stairs.
Right.
Yeah. So
but still, that's pretty good.
But, I mean, it'll act as a magic dagger if something can only be hit by magic, but it will not have a bonus unless you're throwing it.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm still happy with it.
I mean, well, that's good because you're not getting anything else. All right. All right, cool. So, you finished checking out this room. Clearly, it was the living quarters of somebody. There's also, I guess it doesn't say it here, but they would be based on the story. There's also, you see some, adventuring gear. So, backpacks and, bracers and boots and stuff that have been stripped off of probably people who were tortured and, such. Nothing magical, but if there's any kind of mundane thing that you were looking for, like rope or whatever, we can assume you found it there. Or if you need something later, there's a couple of 10-foot poles leaning against the wall, grappling hooks, stuff like that. Assuming that the person doesn't come back, of course. All right, cool. You've got, if you want to continue down this path, you've basically got one option, which is to go to the west, or you could go back up, of course. You haven't encountered the orcs yet, obviously, so they could be deeper in based on what the cave bear said.
That's what we're looking for, right? Right now?
Yeah, I think so. You guys are going after the orcs.
So,
Yeah.
Right. So records of light photography. Yeah, I decided with these since it's the last session, we're going to do a campaign style. So everything they find is going to be carried over. So yes, that's where Rush's character got the bear cloak at the end of the last session. So she'll have this magic dagger next time, unless she throws it down the stairs. Okay, so after having their official union break rest, Franco gets up with the lantern. Oh, did you want to take the extra? I guess you don't need an extra lantern, but there's a lantern in here too, obviously, if you need it later. He picks up his lantern and starts to head down the corridor. You can see that about 40 feet down, there is a door on the southern wall. And beyond that door, just at the edge of your lantern light, about 60 feet beyond that, there's a door in the hallways, which would be basically the western wall. So you've got to the left is a door, and then way down you can see just at the edge a door. And they're normal. The one next to you, anyways, is what would be considered a normal door. Nothing really. Nice.
All right. Awasi will continue down, and she will open up the door.
The door that's on the western thing, or you want to walk past or the door on the south? Sorry.
I'm sorry. Which way are we going to go? The south?
You're heading west.
Closer?
There's a door on the southern wall, so on your left. Or if you keep going straight, there's another door ahead of you in the hallway.
The southern door first.
Okay, so you don't want to leave it behind you. I figured, but I just want to be sure. All right, yeah, you open up the door, and you can see that this room is 20 foot by 30 foot. You're kind of in the center of the northern wall of the room. Directly across from the door, you can see there is a very nice looking table, a wooden desk, basically, essentially, for lack of a better word, with a nice comfy chair behind it. There is sitting on the desk, you see a candle sconce with some candles in it, although it is not lit. And you see a feathered quill and some papers like scroll paper, and you see a jar of ink, and then also a string of colored beads. Beyond that, in this room, there is a door, another door, which is in the southwestern corner of the room.
Are those beads giving off any magic, or is my magic worn off?
Chat, roll me a d6 to see if your magic is worn off. That's right, you never know when you need an extra 10-foot pole. So roll me a d6 in the chat, we'll see if your magic is worn off. They're not glowing, no.
Okay. Do they look like prayer beads, or are they like...
They do not look like prayer beads to you. They are, what's everybody's background? If you had anything. Like, did you have regular jobs before this, or are you just slackers?
A job? Well, not me.
Elves don't have jobs.
They also have jobs.
Or an elf
I
with a
was,
job.
I was a soldier in the army of the Prince of Gallantry.
Nice. All right, you might recognize what this is. This is, you've seen people use them before to track things, like the inventory of weapons or the amount of soldiers. They're like you slide them to count things. They're counting beads, basically.
Oh, like an alchemist?
Yeah,
Did I
kind
say
of.
that right?
Except just a very simple. Yeah, right. Because an abacus would have like multiple, spaces. This is just one thing, so very simple, like 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's an item. It's not particularly valuable, but you might find use to it, I suppose. The ink and quill are probably worth a little bit of gold. They look like they're in great shape. It's kind of, I mean, I suppose I'm not to tell you, it's kind of strange to find in the middle of the thing, but yeah, it's a very, very neat and clean office. There's no dust in here. It's like an office, as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna take the lantern from Franklin for a second, and I'm gonna see if there's anything written on the parchment on the table.
Oh, okay. There is in terrible handwriting, but incredibly small, and it seems a bit nonsensical, but it seems to be some kind of an inventory. And probably after looking at it a little bit, actually go ahead and what's your intelligence?
10.
Oh, okay, yeah. It wouldn't take you long based on everything you've seen that you realize that this is probably some kind of an inventory of the various people that have been tortured and the torturing that's been done to them.
Okay. It looks like our butcher friend was keeping a record on all the people that he tortured. You don't want to know how many.
No.
No. It was
Well,
greater than 1.
Greater than
Well,
one. There you go.
that's awful. But he's gone now. He won't be
Yes.
doing any more torturing, so.
Well, we might as well take these things. He's not going to need them anymore.
No.
Okay. Yeah, the feather, and ink thing together are worth about 50 gold pieces. The rest for it doesn't have any value except for to you to use it. And of course, paper, parchment, or whatever is always useful.
You should wear those beads, Awasi. Go with your ring.
Yes. I believe you're right. You never know when you might need counting beads.
Exactly.
Right. Franco Lynn says, when my cousin was trying to lose some weight, they used beads like that to count their steps.
Oh.
There was a lot
Very
of
good.
beads. A lot of beads.
don't
Chat,
think-
roll me a d6. Let's see if you can get me an orc before the end of this thing. The chat has been unable to. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Good. Give me that second one. Give me a second one. The 2's gonna get us something. Let's get something.
Come on, chat.
5. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Good. Nothing happens. Let's pretend that I didn't say anything. Yeah. So you guys are in this room. There's a door you came through, obviously, and then there's also a door in the southwestern corner. Also a very well polished door.
Yeah, let's just go check that out, I guess.
Yep, might as well. Awasi
Okay.
will go over to it.
Okay. Yeah. You open the door up, and you can see that it opens into a corridor, a short one. It goes about 20 feet, and then it goes another 10 foot past like an archway, which then makes the corridor turn to the left. So basically, it's a 30-foot long corridor to the west that turns to the south, if that makes sense. But there is like an ornate archway there as well. And, assuming you walk down there, you look to the south, you can see it goes down 20 feet, and then it ends. But there's a door on the east wall and a door on the west wall. So 2 doors.
Let's go east first.
East.
Nice. Okay, cool. You go down and you open the east door, and you actually, when you open the door, you actually, you're looking forward into this set of stairways, a stairway that goes off and then it's like turns. But there's like a fresh breeze. Like all the time you've been in here, it's not like you've noticed that it's been, except for, of course, the really stinky room with the bodies. You have the muggy dungeon, dense dust and all this stuff in your senses. But when you open this door, though, you feel almost like you're standing in like a field, like you can, like fresh air kind of comes in. And as you're looking, you can see that there's a set of stairs that go up.
This must be the way out.
Yeah, that doesn't smell like orc.
Well, let's look at this last room before we go up.
Hmm.
We'll open the west door.
Yep, west.
Cool. Yeah, you open up the west door. This room is 30-foot east to west, 40-foot north to south. Besides the door that you're coming in, which is in the southeastern corner of the room, on the northwestern corner of the room on the north wall, there's a door. Other than that, there are in this room 12 skeleton warriors that assemble, just like a Ray Harryhausen movie, and they pick up these like rusty scimitars. And generally speaking, skeleton warriors are not exactly the type to have a conversation. So, yeah, there are 12 skeleton warriors here. The chat came through at the end.
Shut the door.
Actually, Awasi is gonna hold up her holy symbol, and she's gonna
Nice.
say, "Get back!" as she turns undead.
Fantastic. Okay, what's everybody else gonna do? Let's state actions, and then we'll decide who moves first, because they might get up on you. Carl, what are you gonna do? Dozen skeletons, scimitars, looking very Sinbad.
Yes. How far away are they again?
From you, about 25 feet. Through the door, 25 feet.
Through the door.
Yeah, because you'd have to step into the room. They're in the room. You guys are in the hallway currently.
Okay, since I don't have a shield, I'm gonna pull my sword and my axe, step in the door, and I'm gonna throw my axe right at one of them and see if I can hopefully take one's head off before he gets to us.
Epic. How about Valeria?
I'll probably cast a spell this time.
Oh, nice. Okay. And Johannes. What is your plan, Dave? 12 skeleton warriors.
Just charging in head first, like, well, pole arm first,
Hold on. All right.
Yeah. It worked last time.
Yeah, it's not OD&D with us in pole arms. So yeah. All right. So chat, roll me a initiative die to see if the party or the skeletons will move first. And go ahead, Crystal, since you're doing the turn on dead. We'll let you roll initiative. Roll a d6. Ooh, they got a 2.
I also got a 2.
Oh, all right. Party goes first, wins a tie. That's just how I do it. So first thing that happens is movement. You're gonna charge in. They're basically gonna if you charge in, then they're not gonna come forward. They're just gonna surround basically the warrior in the plate armor, which is that's. So Johannes runs into the center. All the skeletons form around him. Then missile fire happens. So right, missile happens first. Yep, missile fire happens. So go ahead, rush. A hand axe is, I believe, Lightfoot.
Lightfoot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Lightfoot. So interesting you're throwing it though, but that's cool. Well, let's just treat it as short bow, which I think is the same thing. That's what a sling is. So we'll say short bow, and skeletons are actually Lightfoot. So you'll get 1 die per man and a 6 hits. So you're gonna roll again 2 dice. One of them you can add 1 to, and you need a 6 to hit.
Here we go.
Of course, in this case, skeletons will die with a single hit.
All right, here we go. Boom. Well, I got a 5 and a 3. So
Nice.
plus
You add 1 to one of
gives me
your
a
dice.
6. Yes.
That's right. All right. So you huck that hand axe, and one of the 12 skeletons, its head comes shattered. It shatters. It's there with the scimitar with a big smile, and then the hand axe goes. The hand axe, which is earlier stuck a tooth out of a skeleton,
Yes.
now smashes its head. It falls on the ground. It is no longer smiling.
Yes.
Okay. So then magic happens. So we'll go. Just because you're at the top of my screen, Crystal, your turn on dead will happen first. What is your turn on dead for skeletons?
T. They just turn.
Oh, it's automatic. Okay, so you got 2d6 skeletons will turn.
Only 3 of them.
Okay, 3 skeletons running back. That gives
I
you.
mean,
It's not bad.
we just dropped a
What'd you
third of them.
That's
Not
true.
everybody's gone yet, so I'll take it.
Exactly right. Okay, that's how many are left. Magic. So Valeria.
Yep. I'll do protection from evil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, myself. So.
Yeah, skeletons aren't touching you. And finally, Dave in the center. You're armored foot against Lightfoot. So you're gonna roll. Let's see, armored foot against light, 1 die per man, 4 through 6 hits. So you're gonna roll 2d6 plus 1 to one of those 2, 4, 6 hits. Oh, you're muted.
Oh,
You muted, Dave.
I got a 6 and 2.
Okay. So the 1 would go to the 2, I guess, but doesn't give it a hit. So that's 1 more goes down. Okay. But there are now only 7 of them, unless I did bad math. Okay, so all of the ones that died except for the melee one are. So the ones that died before melee won't get to melee you, but the one that you just killed still will. So there's 8 of them. They're Lightfoot attacking armored foot. So they are rolling 1 die per 3 men. So it would be 9 would make 3. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice against you. So basically I gotta get 2 6. Oh, actually I'm not rolling. Chat, roll 2 6s. I'm not gonna kill Dave's character. Let's let the chat do it. 2d6. You need 2 6s to kill him. Oh! Oh no, the other one's hanging. Oh man! A 5 and a 6. Wow. The skeleton warriors come on top of you and there's that moment where everybody thinks you're going down, and then you stand up with a pole arm. they brought her back. And there are 7 skeletons standing as we come into the next round. Currently, there's 3 there in the corner. They're like, oh, Hester. You have to maintain the turn if you want to keep those there. If you let go of the turn, Crystal, then they'll engage in the combat. So that's up to you if you want to do that. What would you like to do?
I'll continue to turn them.
Yeah, because they can't leave the room because the door's closed. Otherwise, they would have run out of the room. But they're in the corner. Carl, what's your plan?
Well,
I love Rush's portrait.
yeah, he's a little older than Carl, but I figure what the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, having seen his friend Johannes get swarmed on, he's gonna just leap in with his sword and start swinging.
All right. How about our magic user, Valeria?
I got protection from evil, and I'll be a little brave. I'll try to go up and get one with my dagger.
Uh-oh.
Nice. Do you want to throw the dagger? Or you gonna run up and stab?
No, not way to throw it. I'm just gonna.
All right.
The elves are getting ornery.
And Johannes.
Yeah, he's gonna swing his polearm again.
Nice. All right. There's plenty of room in here where you guys can kind of get into a nice big melee.
Everybody duck.
Wait, duck, exactly. All right. So everybody's going melee, so we'll just go through you guys, and then it's simultaneous. Then we'll just whatever ones are left, we'll attack. So I'll just start with Carl. You're still turning, right, Crystal?
Yeah.
I know you answered me, and then I somehow lost my brain. Carl.
All right. Do I roll the same?
No,
Nice.
now you're heavy foot. Sorry, yeah, you're heavy foot with a sword. So heavy foot versus light foot. You're still going to roll 2 die plus 1, but now a 5 or a 6 will kill.
Now a 5 or a 6. Okay.
Yep.
And you said I do still get the +1.
That's correct, because you fight as 2 men plus 1.
All right. And boop. I got a 4 and a 5, so if I add +1 to the 4, I get 2 5s.
Nice. All right, 2 skeletons down.
Ba-boom, ba-boom.
Ba-boom, ba-boom. Valeria with your little dagger.
Yeah, light.
It's only +2 when you're throwing it, so you're light foot versus light foot. So 1 die per man.
Yep.
D6, number of 6 hits.
Yep. Oh no, it's a 5.
If you
Oh, no.
look at the skeletons, they want to win. Yeah, you do want to win. All right, Johannes.
Well, it says I have HD 1 plus 1. Can I?
Oh yeah, you can add the 1. Yeah.
Oh, that would be a
HD
6,
or
yeah.
Fight as. Hold on. You fight as man
Oh,
plus
no,
1, or
you're
is that
right,
your
right.
HD?
You're right.
Yeah, HD is different than. Yeah.
No, I fight as man plus 1.
Yes, you add 1 to it. So what'd you get? A 6?
Well, I got a 5 plus 1. That's a 6. Yep.
That's a kill then. Okay. Dave, 2 dice.
Okay, here
5
we
or
go.
6
Swinging
kills.
that,
No,
Swinging that
4th or 6
polearm.
kills for you.
4th or 6th, yeah.
Yeah.
And I get a +1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
there's a 4
Nice. That's
and a 3, so that would make it a 4.
Boom. 2 more.
Right?
Okay, so at the end of this round, there's
Getting a
only going to
plus-
be 2 standing skeletons, but because everything's simultaneous, all 7 skeletons will still get to attack, which basically means 2 dice. So they can't target Valeria because you have protection from evil up. So they're going to go after. Let's do this. Actually, let's roll a d6 in the chat. Odd, they're going to go after Carl. Even they'll go after Johannes now. Okay, so that's even. So they're going after Johannes, which is the same thing, which is bad, right? That's the bad. Well, it's bad for the skeletons because that's the most armored of the group. So you guys get to roll 2 dice. Sorry, so I'm going to start from scratch here. If somebody roll me a die, you need 2 6s to get him. Oh no, Dave phased out. Who's not going to know if he died or not? 3? No. Yeah. All right. Well, you can roll it the next one if you want. Somebody can roll 1 more if you just want to. Just to make it official, but otherwise it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, 5. So yeah, the skeletons unfortunately do take nobody out that round. So at this point, you've got 2 skeletons left, which they actually can't hurt anybody because of the level of armor and stuff you guys have. Well, your 3 can say it's a 6, but that still doesn't kill. So yeah, so there's only 2 left. So go ahead and tell us how you destroy the rest of the skeletons, Crystal, since you haven't got to really engage in combat.
Yeah, she just takes her shepherd's hook and says, "Rest in the name of Hastor," and smashes their skulls with her hook.
Nice. Give us somebody better to fight with. Yeah, that's true. Owlbear. Yeah, you did have the hero earlier. That was a lot tighter, except he just didn't have a good weapon. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys. Yes, there are tougher monsters. They're only on the 1st level. Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll leave it here actually. So if you were, what you were going to do next, I guess, If you went up to that stairs towards the way out, there's actually a tower up there which you recognize from that tapestry. It's that oh no, my brain's not working. But it's a tower up there, and you recognize it, and you feel a sense of peace. It actually looks like it's not been disturbed through time. Like it's kind of freaky, but you can feel the good in it. Like as a cleric, you realize it's not evil, and you can actually rest and stay there. It's actually a resting place inside the dungeon, or inside the dungeon. You can see the landscape around you all destroyed and rotten and stuff, but you're sitting in rooms that have, oh, Dave's back. So you didn't die, Dave. You guys beat the rest of the skeletons. But you've gone up to the top of this tower now, and you can see around you the landscape is just devastated, which of course you traveled through earlier. But where you are has this real sense of peace. It's kind of not too warm, not too cold. The beds look soft and comfortable. There's basins with fresh water and food, and you sense that you have a real sense of peace. It's maybe a little bit weird for the elf, but everybody who's not an evil elf, no, she's not evil. So yeah, you guys are going to rest here as we're wrapping up this session. We'll come back to Palace of the Princess again in a month. Yep, go ahead.
Before we go, I just wanted to ask,
Yep.
could we go back and grab those tapestries and bring them with us
Absolutely.
into this place?
Good call. Yep. You absolutely can bring them here, and you can keep them or hang them or do whatever you want. Would you have a plan with them, or you just want to bring them to here? Because I think they
Yeah,
belong
probably
here?
hang them up while we're here.
Okay, awesome, for sure. So yeah, you bring the tapestries up, kind of set yourself up as your little house. You got a little place to rest. Okay, so any final thoughts from your characters before we wrap up here? If everybody's watching, if you aren't already following or whatever they call it here on Twitch, subscribing, go ahead and do that. Thanks, guys. We will definitely have an owlbear next time. You know what? If you're not part of it already, go to the Discord. There's a Discord for this, the AdoramaXP Discord. There's a room for this game. Let me know what monster you want them to fight.
Oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, the chat's in ornery. They want a real monster.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, obviously the chat has never played with you before because they would know that not all of us are going to live through this.
Oh, yeah, it's a build
Just
up.
getting started, but there's going to be one or more of us are going to die horribly. Trust me.
Oh yes. This halfling will be a PC by the end of this. Like that. I don't think so. Okay. So yeah, anything from the players or for your characters, or we're good? Okay. So I'll and because the way we've been doing this, I'm doling out XP between each session so that some people you actually got a decent amount of gold this time. You get experience points for gold in this, and as well as killing monsters. So I will let you guys all know what experience points you have. Actually, your halfling might even level up, and we'll see you in a month. Let's see. Boom.
Awesome.